Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm out here in the garage with my old setup, my 2.4 blower and Harriet, and I'd like to talk to you about a noise I heard in the snout before I took the old setup off and put the Kong on. Before I do that, I'd like to thank all the 111 subscribers I have. Love you guys and appreciate the help trying to get this channel started. And I'd like to ask everybody that watches, maybe hit the subscribe button and help me out. Trying to get to 1,000 before I die of old age. I'd like to be able to go live one day and talk to you guys live. So help me out if you can. It don't cost anything. But about this video, I heard a noise in the front of the snout area on this blower, and it was a clicking noise. And I actually had it before I took it over to FAS, and I guess they forgot about it and didn't take care of it when they put the billet bearing plate on it and the portage snout, the 108 Nick Williams throttle body, and we actually changed the front pulley to a 2.7. But the noise was a clicking noise. There was no other noise in the blower. The blower worked fine, and it was like a clicking noise. It just click, 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 click every now and then, and it drove me nuts. And I was talking to E, the one that did all the work on my, did the change with the, put the Kong on there. Anyway, I did some research and talking to him, and he said there's some bushings in here, and they're drive bushings. They drive the shaft up here that turns the pulley, and they go into the blower, which turns the rotors right here. As you can see, there's little holes right here that these bushings fit into. You got a little bushing that goes in the hole, and then you got little pins on the back of the shaft that goes through here. I'll turn around and show you. You can see the pins. There's 8 of them that spins the pulley, and these bushings slide in here. You're not supposed to slide in and out like this, so you can see the wear. And you're supposed to be able to drive those in and fit snug, and they go on the other end, they go on the shaft here. And the noise, I'm gonna tap this. You hear that? They're not supposed to do that. That's the clicking, and it's a different sound when it's spinning. But you're not supposed to be, that's supposed to spin like that, but you're not supposed to hear that. And that's the kind of clicking noise that I was hearing while it was spinning. Anyway, I've got some on order. I'm getting this thing cleaned up and getting it ready to sell and make somebody a hell of a deal with my old blower. And the reason really why I changed this is a good setup. There's nothing wrong with it except change these bushings. It's really easy to change. You just pull the snout off, buy the bushings. They're 120 bucks for 8 of them. You drive the bushings in right here, and then you put the snout back on. The snout was really easy to get off. You've got 6 bolts, 3 on the top and 3 on the bottom. And the way I got it off, I asked you what was the easiest way when this thing is sitting on here. Let me get it in the right position here. It sits on there like that. You take the bolts out, and it goes in here some sort of way. There you go. And it says there, he said just get a piece of wood. I just used a wooden handle with a hammer and put it there and just tapped it out with another handle and just tap right out, and you just wiggle it off. I don't know if the camera's going to give you a good view of the port job that FAS does on these snouts, but it's really nice inside there. Let me get a light and you can see. Look at that. It's really nice up in there. Really nice port job. If you've never seen a billet bearing plate, a lot of people will port their old bearing plate, but it's nothing like a billet. These things are expensive. They're like $1,300 for the billet bearing plate and have it attached to the supercharger. So that's $1,300 just for that, and have it attached to the supercharger. These right here, I forgot the cost, but they're very expensive. And you're putting the it costs to have the small pulley attached on there too. It's a really nice setup. These Nick Williams throttle bodies are really nice too, as you can see. Really nice setup. But I'm gonna put this on there, and I'm gonna make somebody a really good deal on this setup. I don't see why, with the right setup, that you couldn't make 900 plus horsepower with this setup. And when we put it on there, FAS put new bearings in it. They changed the oil in the supercharger. What else did they do? Dadgummit. They serviced the whole supercharger. And like I said, they put the billet, the snout, the Nick Williams, the 2.7 grip tech. The only thing he's seen was some of the Teflon came off the rotors. He said that's pretty normal, especially when they were spinning it fast. He said if you look at any of the rotors that have been on for a while, he says you're going to see some of the Teflon off. The rotors have never touched. They spin free. All the bearings are great. And if somebody wants this, I'm gonna sell everything you see right here for $2,500. That's a steal. If somebody contacts me here in the next few days, I'll even throw in the daggum leg maker. I don't have the, I used the filter, but I'll even throw that in there. I mean, like I said, this thing, other than the clicking, which will be fixed, there was no noise or nothing. You'll have to use your own cooling bricks. Whoa! You'll have to use your own cooling bricks, your own blow-off valve, and your lid, because on the 2650 you have to use all these items because they do not come with the 2650. But you'll get everything you see here. Now, like I said, I'll even throw that in because I'm not using it. So, I mean, if you price this out, just these three pieces is $2,500, not even including the blower and the intake. So, if you're interested in that, first come, first serve. You just take all your old stuff off of your supercharger, put on here. There ain't no reason you can't make 900 plus horsepower. I was making it with mine. So, I mean, that's a heck of a deal. And I've ordered the bushings. They're 120 bucks. I should have them in there. I'll put the new bushings in there, and you'll be good to go. So that's what the video is about. If you've ever heard that clicking noise, that's what it is. You can see everything spins free. There's nothing wrong with the supercharger other than the Teflon off the rotors, which is no big deal. I didn't have any problems with it. I mean, this thing made good power. The reason why I changed is I wanted to be able to make more power down the road, and you know, the 2650 is capable of that motor making close to 1,300 horsepower, and I want to run the 9.0 class, and I've got several other pulleys that I can throw on there at the track and belts if I need more or less or whatever, and be able to adjust it, you know, whatever the heat or whatever the ambient temperature is outside. So that's the reason I changed, really, is to be able to be adjustable and make more power down the road. So it was just a smart move for me, I think. So that's what this video was about, just to show you the clicking. If you ever hear that clicking noise, this is your culprit right here. Really easy to change. Pop the front off. These actually fell out. When I popped it out, half of them fell out in my hand. I go, what the heck? And I asked him, he says, no, you usually have to knock them out. So I appreciate everybody watching. Like I said, please subscribe, like, and share for me. Help me get there before I die of old age. I don't have long, that's for sure. Thanks again, and we'll see you on the next video.